Hey guys, really bad news, but I wanted to share this with you because it's really interesting and it'll help you learn a lot about life and the government, etc. A while back, my neighbor said that I should do some bulldozing in my backyard to remove the nettles, the devil's club, the blackberry bushes, things that could hurt children and adults alike, and things that were just basically a pest as far as nature goes. I went to rent a bulldozer, cleared out these nettles, cleared out these devil's clubs. Devil's clubs are these. Scary. And I also cleared out the nettles, right? Well, apparently a neighbor reported me for clearing out these things, and I got in trouble. What they did, a wildlife police officer came on my property and trespassed. Okay, and this was after a conversation that I had on the phone about my backyard. They asked if they could come look at it, and I said, I don't know, you don't have my permission to look at it. So they decided to contact a different department and tell that person to come out to my house. So it wasn't like they were ignoring what I said. Instead, they were telling a different department, who's totally different, to come out and look at it because they were never necessarily denied. This is speculation. But they were never denied, so maybe they would still have a basis and it wouldn't be considered harassment. So they show up, I'm not home, and this is what they did. Okay, so as you could see from that clip, he directed his partner to go off the path to the doorway, and that would be trespassing. You're not allowed to go on non-public property ever without explicit permission. And also, they reported on their documents that they viewed my backyard from the road, which, as you can see in that video, they did not. They actually trespassed to see my backyard, to see what the report was in regards to me pulling up blackberry bushes. So that would mean that they just committed perjury. Perjury is up to 5 years in prison, and trespassing is up to 90 days in prison in Washington State. So these guys are in a heap of trouble because I have them on camera breaking the law, and the footage shows that they also lied on legal documents. And this is all over me pulling up weeds on my property. They committed 2 crimes in order to try and pursue me for pulling up weeds on my own property. Now, I do want to say I understand what erosion is, and I understand that you need to prevent erosion, which is what I'm doing, okay? It's not like I'm just going to never plant anything, okay? But what I do want to say is that if you're trying to enforce the law, you should abide by the law. But I hope that this is a learning lesson for everybody, okay? First of all, if you want to do something about your neighbor, just talk to him. Don't go all crazy because you're going to wind up having a bad relationship with your neighbor, and you can never wave each other when you see each other leave the front door, etc. because you hate each other. You screwed the other person over. Why would they want to talk to you? It just makes your whole home have a weird vibe. But no, I understand that damage to nature can be done, and it is all of our responsibility to repair that damage. I totally get that. But what's important is that we all have some sense of integrity where we do things the right way, especially when we know that some rule is being broken while we're breaking it. And these 2 individuals definitely knew that they were trespassing, what with my no trespassing sign and what with them being police officers. So obviously they would know what trespassing is. So with that being said, they knowingly lied on legal documents, they knowingly trespassed, and I want all of you to understand that just because someone's a member of the government doesn't mean that they're going to play fair. It doesn't mean that they're going to be on your side. I already spoke to a lawyer. They said that that was in fact not public property and therefore it was trespassing, and it's looking pretty okay. But if anything happens in between now and then, I'll let you guys know. My goal is to have them withdraw their case because they obtained information illegally. Like, to my understanding, you can't go and trespass on someone's property and then use whatever you obtained through that illegal act against the people that you trespassed on the property of. So I'm not a lawyer. I'll have to talk to my lawyer about that. But yeah, anyway, do the right thing, okay? And also make sure that when you pull up berry bushes, that you do it with your bare hands. So you get them all bloody and disgusting so the government won't be mad at you. That's how you do it. Bye, guys.